today we're going to add in a little chit chat, right? So me and my roommate are going to talk about our comparisons between our two accounting firms that we're currently interning at right now. She doesn't want to be on camera, so y'all are just going to see me, but you can hear her, so enjoy. Anyway, we're doing, okay, basically, backstory. I'm interning at EY, Ernst & Young, this summer, right? You're interning at?
KPMG.
And so we're just going to go through a few questions. All right, we're going to start with what track or focus are you on? I can start. I'm a launch intern, so I do a rotation. I do 3 different rotations. I do tax, audit, and consulting. I did 2 weeks in, well, actually it's a little different than consulting. We just went through all that today, actually, but I'm not going to take you through all that. I do tech risk assurance, which is kind of a version of consulting. Basically, I did 2 weeks of that. I did 1 week in audit, and I'm doing 3 weeks in tax. But honestly, I haven't gotten a lot of work in tax, so I've kind of still been doing like 3 extra weeks in tech risk. So that's my tracker focus.
Mine is I'm an intern in state and local government consulting. Really nothing else to elaborate on. We do work for like every government that's not like the federal government. Super cool. Lots of like client confidentiality, so there's some stuff that I can't share, but yeah.
How were your team leads and your team members? How much and what kind of work did you do? As you can tell, my questions were a little all over the place. I kind of threw them together. But let me see. Okay, so for me, I had really good team leads. I loved all the people that I worked with, honestly. My first manager, I really enjoyed. She was just very structured and straightforward, which, if you know me, I need structure and straightforward. I don't even like all that little, you're so sweet in there. I don't even like super sweet people, for real. Like, not that I don't like them, but as leaders, managers, and stuff, I'd rather have the people, I'd rather have the people that are just, like, flat. You know what I'm saying? Consistent, I think, is the better word for it.
You're not going to get better if you don't know.
Exactly.
And you can tell they're faking it. Like, they're just, like, overly sweet.
Right.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Genuine feedback and they're sweet. Okay, that's one thing.
Right.
But a lot of the time, they're just
fake.
Yeah.
Basically, I had great team leads, team members. They were all sweet. They were all fun. And a lot of the people at my firm were really young. So it was really cool just being around. Everybody was under 30. Most of them, everybody was under 30 for real, for a majority of my things. So that was cool. Without getting into like details and stuff, tech risk had me working. She had me working 9 to 5. I was working, but it was cool though. It was nice to actually like do stuff and know what you're doing. A lot of it's just copy and pasting stuff across Excel. It's really just Excel all day. You're staring at Excel all day long, but that's pretty much all it is. Copying and pasting, updating certain forms and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mine were really, really great. I had the same engagement team from when I started till my last day, so it was really nice. I got to like really know everybody. First couple of weeks you're just like, oh yeah, you're tiptoeing around them a little bit,
right?
But then you just get to a point where you're comfortable with each other. You know what they're gonna ask you to do, so you can just do it ahead of time, and that shows like initiative. So it was really nice. I had 2 managers on my engagement, and I only had 1 associate that I was working with. He was so sweet. It was really nice to have that structure, because then sometimes you have dumb questions, so you can go to the associate because they had dumb questions not too long ago.
Right.
And then the manager, they were both really, really cool. One of them was like the software platform manager. He's the one I worked with most of the time. We were doing like software implementation stuff, and we were using Microsoft Power Apps to like build essentially a website. Using a couple other things like Power BI, which is just like data visualization.
I've been hearing a lot about that.
Power BI, it's like the new hot thing. It's like the new Excel. I feel like everyone in this like the tech space just keeps talking about it. But I honestly, I didn't use it a whole bunch, but I can see why everyone's like raving about Power BI. But anyway, we were put to work. I can't even lie to you. The first couple of weeks there wasn't a whole lot to do because we didn't get our licensing, and they had to do like background checks and stuff, so that slowed it down a little bit. But as soon as we were cleared, we were doing some work. Like my resume is 110% going to be stacked, and I feel like I don't even have to lie or exaggerate about it for real, because like I actually did that. Super cool. I really liked everyone that I worked with, honestly, no complaints. Especially my partner. I love her so much. Like,
oh, that's the boss lady.
That's the boss lady. I love her. Like, I'm not to brag, but I really think I got the best partner in the firm. No cap. Because she's top tier. Really cool culture. Like, honestly, yeah. They talk about KPMG culture. I think they got it.
Okay. Period.
They had us go into the system and, like, actually test it out, which was cool. So you would go in, you would try, like, you would fill everything out, click all the buttons, and then you would, like, collect everything that was wrong, wonky, whatever, so then go back and fix it. We did testing scripts, so that's like when the people that want to go in and start actually using the system, it's just instructions like to make this, you click here, click there, click this, type in this, blah 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 blah. So you just basically walk them through how to use it while we were testing it, which is cool because, you know, you feel like you're actually helping and someone's actually going to see it and use it and it's going to help somebody out. But yeah, we also did some project engagement work, you know, like doing diagrams, trying to, like, explain the scope of the project. We were on client meetings since our first week, so it was nice. We got to, like, actually talk and do a lot of things.
What's your work schedule like? Days in the office, hours, any take-home work-life balance, yada yada. Want to start on that one?
I can start, yeah. So, schedule-wise, my team, everybody was working from different states. So I really did not have to be in the office pretty much at all. The only times that I went in was one, I wanted to, or two, there was some type of event going on that I wanted to, you know, engage in. They would do some office events, or sometimes like after work events, and it was just easier to be in the office because then everyone leaves together. Like coffee chats and lunches, I would go in for those. But honestly, like, most of my internship, I was working from home 4 out of the 5 days, and I could work 5 out of 5 days from home if I really wanted to. Like, that was completely chill. I talked a little bit about, like, scheduling work-wise. I had work from 9 to 5. It was busy, but it was a great type of busy.
For me, so it was 9 to 5. I worked from home. Actually, I didn't work from home a lot at all. At the beginning, I was going in every single day. And then, especially for the tech risk, I think for my whole tech risk rotation, I was in every day pretty much. It was mostly because I tried working from home one day, like the first day, backtrack. My team only came in on Tuesdays, so I didn't have to be in the whole time. But I was, because I was like, let me be, you know, good intern, show up, be there, be in the office, blah, blah, blah. And then I tried to work from home one Thursday near the beginning, and I realized I didn't have any monitors, and the work I was doing, I needed like 2 nice fat screens to be looking at these big old Excel things. I could not scroll through it and figure out what I was trying to do. So that stressed me out. So then I kept going into the office after that for a while, and then they gave me a monitor, and then I worked from home. I started working from home, I would say, like, at least once a week. I think lately it's been more like twice-ish a week, 2 or 3 times maybe. I don't even think it's been 3 for real, but it's been like at least twice here and there. I didn't have any take-home work. At 5 p.m. my laptop shut, and it never opened again until 9 the next day or 9 on Monday. It was done. Work-life balance, I mean, that's pretty much it. I worked 9 to 5, and then I had life after that. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's funny that you say that. I haven't touched an Excel sheet all
Really?
summer. I even took a class that I knew was Excel heavy because I wanted to up my Excel skills. I didn't end up touching not a single sheet. I used everything else.
Right.
I used the Power Platform most of my internship. I think that's like a project thing though, for real. Like, that just happened to be what the T was using.
Right.
There was
no Excel.
No Excel. I haven't even seen a little green block.
Yeah, we were the complete opposite in that. When I tell you Excel was open every single day, every day. The only other thing I used was Canvas online.
Really?
Yeah, the UI Canvas. That's it. So I guess I was gonna tell y'all that, you know, if you're interested in this, you should like learn Excel early and try and learn the shortcuts and stuff. But apparently, it's not necessary for everybody. And I know, especially for like tax and audit, they don't really use Excel like that.
Yeah.
But it's always something good to know.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah,
you should definitely still learn it.
Yeah. Especially just even the basic shortcuts can help you out.
I feel like it's just like, it's honestly at this point one of those skills that's like bare minimum. you have to know Excel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You might not be using it all the time, but you have to. Yeah.
Right.
Like VLOOKUP, all that type of stuff, formulas.
And I still don't know VLOOKUP, not gonna lie.
It's so easy. It's so
I feel like
easy.
It's not
you
hard,
can Google it.
Okay,
it's like 2 steps.
ChatGPT too, by the way. ChatGPT saved me so many times. It is so underutilized. If you have a question, you better ask ChatGPT first. Don't Google it. Don't ask nobody else. ChatGPT.
That was another thing I liked about my internship. They were telling us to use it. Mm-hmm. Well, not ChatGPT per se, but like the
they had an EY version.
Yeah.
I was using ChatGPT. I pulled it up on my phone and just typed in my question. Because I think I tried the EY. I forget what it's called, but I think I tried it, and it didn't help me. It just
really?
didn't help me. Mm-mm.
Mine was exactly like ChatGPT, but it was just the KPMG colors. Huh. I think they partnered with them or something to make it, and that's the exact same.
I feel like ours was a little different. But I don't even remember what I asked it. I don't think I asked it. I think I asked it something more complicated than it really could do. I was asking about EY specific stuff, trying to figure out an assignment.
Okay.
And I was like, it's EY ChatGPT, right? So they should have that information.
Data.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think it didn't help me, and I never used it again.
Oh, mine had KPMG data.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have tried a couple more times, but that's what next summer's for, I guess. Where'd you go for national training? Let's see. I'll start because mine's more boring. I went to Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing special, but I will say the hotel was really nice. We were on like the marina, so it was by the water. It was cute. We had a great time, good food, good vibes. But Baltimore, Maryland.
I went to Orlando, Florida, KPMG Lake House. Really, really cool. And a lot of interns actually ended up because our training would end at 5, so I knew a couple of people that would leave and go to Universal or like some to that effect, and then just come back for
I would definitely do that.
It's
so much fun.
It's so fun. Lake House is the best thing ever. Like, they have so many things to do. There's like big cafe. Try not to swear. I don't know why. I feel like I'm at work. I have my work on right now. They have these big like cafes on every floor for hotels. Like, every single snack that you can want. And they got nice snacks too. Food was completely free. Like, you feel like you're in a simulation. Really, really good. Like, noodles, lamb chops, sushi.
Chops?
Oh, they had these like lavender honey lamb chops with like truffle oil or something. Oh my god.
I'm very jealous.
I think about it all the time. Jealous. All the time. And there's no limit. You can keep going back.
You can get whatever you want.
You can get whatever you want, and you can get extra, and they'll put it in a box for you to take to your room to take home to do whatever you want with. Yeah, I know people who stacked up on their last day, like filled their suitcases before they left.
With food
and snacks, yeah.
I'm so weak. I don't even blame them for real.
No. Yeah, and then we had this thing called The Landing. It's like a sports bar / karaoke / I don't know, and that's open to like 2 a.m. And they do like events there every night. It was 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Okay. I'm very jealous. Yeah, KPMG went on that side. EY doesn't have no lake house. I don't think they have a house, period. But anyway, my pay rate, I want to say it's like 26 or 27 an hour. All I can tell you for sure is, first of all, check out the TikTok because I have details on like my pay and how I budgeted it on that. But my bi-weekly paycheck has been like $1,600 most of the time. One week it was like $950 because we had summer break, so I didn't get paid that week. And then another one was like $2,400, and that was because of the bonus. I had a $2,000 bonus. It was taxed mad heavy.
Oh yeah,
mad heavy.
So for anyone out there who's expecting to get that bonus, you can expect for around like 40% to be taxed. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think 40. Yeah. Because mind you, I worked 1 week, right? So I was supposed to get $950, and I was supposed to get a $2,000 bonus. So I was supposed to get like $3,000 something dollars. Basically, that was my gross, and I ended up with like $2,400. Like $600 was just gone. Actually, I think it was more than that, honestly. The point is, it's taxed mad heavy, but that's my pay rate.
Same over here for the bonus. I also got a 2K sign-on. My hourly was $36. How much was my bi-weekly? I want to say $2,200. Around there was my bi-weekly. Period. Yeah. Okay. My, like, without tax, it would have been some around 29.
Right.
But
yeah, taxes, man. We don't like Uncle Sam over here at all. Did you ever sit in on meetings with, like, the partners and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Lots and lots and lots and lots of meetings. Like, there were days where it was back-to-back meetings. Yeah. Wow. Straight meetings. So many. Honestly, though, it was really cool. And I wasn't even they weren't all for my engagement. There was a lot of meetings for other stuff that they just added us to, and we can join if we want, just to, like, get exposure. There was a couple of meetings that were so fun to sit on. It was, like, mostly the business development ones. So fun. We got to meet these lobbyists. They're so, oh my gosh, and they talk about like just looking behind the curtain. Like, it was a side of, like, just consulting and politics that I've never seen before. Right. And you feel like you're in on this huge secret. It's so cool. It was cool. I love the business development stuff.
What's that show? Scandal. It sounds like Scandal.
Yes, like, it really was. Yeah. No, it really was. It was insane. And they would, like, say things like, "Oh, if I get you in front of the president, like, what are you gonna do? X, Y, Z. Like, how are you gonna structure that?"
But they're really talking about.
They're up there. Okay.
I did sit in on meetings, not as much. Like, I didn't have full days of meetings at all. But I also feel like my people just either their meetings just weren't something that I was going to understand anyway, or they just really didn't meet like that. Like, over at EY, they value their own time. They like to work on their own. They don't like to meet like that. And when they do meet, they like to meet virtually. They don't even like to have their cameras on half the time, which is fine by me. I love that. Each division would have a meeting once a week, like, set in stone for everybody to come to. So Tech Risk had meetings Tuesdays. Honestly, did we even have meetings? I don't remember us having meetings for real. We had lunch every Tuesday, but they did have, like, at least one meeting that I did sit in on, and that was a lot. Everything they were talking about was going straight over my head. I had no clue. But then there were a couple things that I did remember because I actually did the stuff for the meeting. So it was cool to, like, see my work in the meeting. But yeah, it was like 1 or 2 official meetings. Tax had a meeting every single Monday at 10 a.m. And so we would all be in there, all around one table, just kind of going through their agenda and stuff. Of course. I don't think I had a meeting with audit at all, but I was in there. I was only in there for a week, and it was during, like, a weird time where they were waiting for information from the client. So they just didn't have anything to meet about, anything to talk about. They had to wait for stuff. So yeah, I missed that. I was supposed to have a meeting with them the following week, and then I ended up being on tax after that. So anyway, that was meetings. Have you been assigned to a client? I'll let you go. Have you been assigned to a client?
Yes, I have. I cannot say anything about it, though.
Fair enough. I'm not going to say anything about my client either, to be safe, but I was assigned to a client on each rotation. It would differ. And on Tech Risk, I was actually assigned to 2, so I was doing work for 2 different clients, and then actually now I'm doing work on a 3rd, still for Tech Risk. And then tax, I know I had a client, but I just they haven't had any work for me for like a week, so I kind of forgot that. And then audit, I had a client too. So anyway, I was assigned to clients, but we're not going to go into details just to be safe. How long is your lunch break? My lunch break is an hour.
Mine was an hour.
Period. And it was flexible too, because we came in at like 1:40 today. What are the bathrooms like for real?
Ooh.
Yeah. See, I don't know about y'all, but I care about bathrooms. I feel like any job, you need to know how the bathrooms be. So I can tell you that for EY, first of all, they have a lock on the door. Like, you have to know a pin to get in. It's kind of cool to know that, like, only specific people are going to this bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the bathrooms are chill. No, it's never dirty. Always pretty clean.
Bathrooms are pretty nice. There's no, like, lock or anything on the door, but we're, like, there's one other company on our floor, so it's really just us and them that are going into those bathrooms. Always really clean. It was never dirty. The little toilet cover things was inside, and they also had like a little place for you to put your phone, which I really appreciated. Nice. Yeah. Because some of my work pants didn't have pockets, and that's there's a lot. Yeah, it's an issue, but no, bathrooms were super cute, like really nice big mirrors, like marble, like cute. I liked it. The bathrooms were nice.
Period. Okay, how's the food? Can you buy some? Do they bring some a lot? How does that work?
So we have a cafeteria. We have 2 in office that they already have like snacks for you, but they're just snacks. There's no meals on the daily that are in there. It's like different types of chips. There's like yogurts, fridge stocked with like completely free, all the drinks, like every variation of Coke and Pepsi that you can think of, and a couple of like sparkling waters. They have this really fun like little, it's like the cereal things, but it's filled with M&Ms, and then they have one for goldfish and then one for something else, so you could just
goldfish
like,
is so cute.
I know, I got goldfish my first day there because I was like, goldfish. And they have good chip options too. I got some Flamin' Hot Cheetos the other day because I was like, I whispered that, so y'all probably didn't hear me when I was talking about hot Cheetos. Lunch wise, yeah, every time we've gone out, so, like, we never paid for lunch. It was on the company card. Office wise, like actual physical workspace wise, there was a Chick-fil-A and a Starbucks right next to each other downstairs. So I was digging it. I was digging it. There were some good food options.
Period. Yeah, y'all had stuff like in the office. We didn't have that. Our office is just an office, but they would take us out to lunch pretty often. I mean, like I said, the Tech Risk team had lunch every Tuesday, so that was lunch right there. And then on Mondays, they would do this thing called Lunch with Leaders, which was actually virtual. So you could like DoorDash food, you could go and get food wherever you wanted, and they would pay for it that day. You could put it on the company card. So that was like, wow. Y'all missed it. It was a big lightning, and it's probably going to be a big thunder coming soon. Like, it was like 3 different streaks that just all came down. But I would have lunch covered on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then I would usually need to figure something out for the rest of the week. And then sometimes they would have different events and stuff. Like, they did bowling one time. They had like a volunteer event. They took us to a thing for that. And then this week I've had lunch every single day, one way or another. I could have had lunch every single day. I think on Mondays tax would do lunch, so there was that. And then on Tuesday I got invited to a Tech Risk thing, so I had lunch with them. On Wednesday they were doing a potluck for some sort of like school supplies drive thing. And then yesterday they had a pizza watch party for the Olympics gymnastics, and today they had an intern send-off lunch just for like the tax specific interns, the next year up, not my group. But anyway, yeah, so overall lunch, like you weren't gonna starve, first of all. And like, even if you felt like you needed lunch, you know, like you needed your lunch covered, first of all, people would take you to lunch a lot too. Like sometimes when I would be there, some of the different not the partners, but like some of the different staff and stuff would just come and be like, oh, y'all want to go get lunch? Come on, let's go get lunch. And they would just pay. So yeah, it was nice. It wasn't like there was always stuff there, but they have vending machines, but you had to like pay for them. There was always something in the fridge, and since each division would have their own lunch, and they would often like order lunch in, there would be leftovers in the fridge. Tax will always have their leftovers in the fridge. And one more thing I will say, they had these little coffee maker things, which was so nice. Yeah, they would have, you just press the little thing, you say what you want, and it just fill your cup up. So nice.
They had built-in milk frothers for...
I need to double check if we have a milk frother, because it has a thing, when I do hot chocolate, I add a vanilla shot, and they also have a chocolate shot, and then they have a milk shot. And I'm wondering if a milk shot has anything to do with milk froth, or if it's really just like a shot of hot milk. I don't know, but I need to try it, low-key. Yeah.
Man, I already missed the coffee machines. Today was my last day. I should have capitalized on them.
Damn. I didn't capitalize on it at all, but I capitalized on the hot chocolate, low-key. I started getting into that, but I'm not a coffee person. But I might have to try it, you know, once or twice before I leave a little bit. Okay, did y'all have any extra welcome events? Like, I had a barbecue and like a town hall and stuff. But
yeah. We went into office first day and lunch was provided. That was just like a setup day. Not too soon afterwards, we had an intern, I think it was the next day actually, that Friday. We had like a river party, which was fun. There was like a boat and it was on the canal. It was cool. And then after that, we went to this restaurant. It was honestly the entire day. I can't even lie to you. Like, it was 9 to 5. Wow. And there was an event that started even earlier, but interns weren't allowed to do it because you had to sign a waiver. It was rafting in the river. I wanted to do it so bad, but interns can't because the company was like...
Yeah, they can't take that insurance or whatever it is. Yeah, liability.
Yep. That's liability. So that unfortunately did not work out, but went on a boat, went to the restaurant. It was the entire work day was spent on that event. And then we had like a barbecue at this... Not barbecue. We had a barbecue, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. We went bowling at this really cool place. Drinks and food was provided, and we had a barbecue at the partner's house towards the end of the internship. So we had like beginning, middle, end. Okay. Big events. Like, yeah. And then we had some smaller stuff in between, but that was chill. Just chill stuff. Yeah.
I think for us, the barbecue with the partner at the partner's house was our first thing. That was 40 minutes away. Was not expecting that. They live far. But it was cool though. It was great catering. Whatever he had good mac and cheese. And y'all know I'm picky on my mac and cheese. That mac and cheese was good. All the food was good. And his house was, oh my goodness, that was an amazing house. We did bowling not too long after that. They had a welcome to the office event, like the very first, like, day really of the internship period. That was before we were even like doing work, so we just kind of came in just for the welcome event, and then we went to the launch training after that. And what else have we done? I know they're having like a send-off event on the 9th. There's the volunteer thing. That wasn't exactly the same thing. And then there have just been a few events that they've been doing in the office, like the gymnastics watch party, the potluck thing. Right? I wish I could have gone. That was right after I was sick, so I decided to stay home on that one. They had this thing called Cafecito this one time, which was so cute. I probably butchered that name, but it's apparently it's I want to say Hispanic. Don't kill me if I'm wrong, okay? But I want to say it's a Hispanic tradition where, like, in the afternoon hours of work, they do, like, a little pick-me-up type of thing where you just kind of chat and you have coffee, cafecito. And so they did that. They just had, like, a coffee bar and a few little snacks and stuff. And we had, like, basically a guest speaker. She ran Sacred Hearts, which just community service in general. And so she was just talking about that. But the camera's about to shut off for overheating in 6, 5, 4. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Corporate card limits. What were your limits on, like, your lunch budget, your dinner budget, stuff like that?
So on the daily, we couldn't charge lunch if there wasn't, like, it was either we had to go out with somebody or there was an event going on. But if you work over a certain number of hours, like if you work overtime, then you can get lunch on the company card. I think it's like 30. 30 is the cap. When we're traveling, I know that there's a daily limit of like airports, like miscellaneous airport buying stuff. I think it was 65. Okay. For a travel day? Yeah. For like dinner? Dinner, lunch, coffee, like whatever. Gotcha. I think it was just like 65 for food on travel days. Period. I think that was it. Yeah. Okay.
I just realized I've been saying period a lot this video, so y'all gonna have to not mind me. But anyway, so yeah, on a daily we couldn't just charge to charge, but if there was like an event or something, or you were going out to lunch, you could get stuff. So like, especially with those lunch for leaders things, that's when it really came in handy. And when I traveled to Baltimore, but the limit on lunch was 35, I want to say, and then the limit on dinner was 75. Last one, craziest thing you've heard or learned so far. It's crazy because I know when I wrote this question I had something, but I have no idea what it was anymore. I think I know what my craziest one was. Somebody said that they hadn't been in the office for like months, or they had only been in like twice in the last few months. It was something crazy, and I was just like, wow, you can really just work from home? That's crazy. But yeah, it is possible. I mean, as long as you have the right setup at home, yeah, you're good. Plus, I can imagine if I actually had an office, I would be at home. I wouldn't be in the office. But I don't like sitting like right by my bed all day long and just being in like the same space all day long. But some days it's necessary. It's really nice to be able to like throw in a little laundry or something, you know, on your little 10-15 minute breaks, which isn't like an actual thing. It's just, you know, you just take a little pause here and there. But yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. All right, guys, we are gonna wrap it up on that little segment, and we'll see you later. Bye.